morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Please allow me, I am Dr. Firas Abhardan, to welcome you all to the fourth annual English Language Conference 2026, jointly organized by the Queen Rania Teacher Academy and Georgia State University. This year's conference theme, Inclusive English Teaching in a Changing World, reflects our shared commitment to creating learning environments where every student feels seen, valued, and empowered to succeed. Over the course of this conference, educators, researchers, and practitioners from around the world are coming together to exchange ideas, share experiences, and explore innovative approaches to English language teaching in today's rapidly evolving educational landscape. At QRTA, the mission has always centered in empowering educators and improving the quality of teaching and learning through professional development, collaboration, and innovation. Together with GSU, this partnership continues to build bridges between global expertise and local educational impact, making this conference an important platform for meaningful dialogue and professional growth. Before we begin, I would like to encourage everyone to actively participate in today's session. As you listen to the presentation, please feel free to prepare your questions and share them in the chat box throughout the session. We will have a Q&A segment at the end, where the speaker will address as many of your questions and comments as possible. It's now my pleasure to introduce our speaker, Ms. Dima Abusharkh, teacher and master trainer. Ms. Dina brings extensive experience and valuable insights in the field of English language education. Today, Ms. Dima will be speaking with us about when students feel safe, they speak, rethinking English teaching throughout emotional inclusion. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Ms. Dima. Yes, the floor is yours, Ms. Dima.
Hi everyone, I hope you're doing fine. My name is Dima Abusharkh and I have an experience of over 18 years in education. I'm going to start talking about my presentation. I wanted something that tackles emotional inclusion. Yes? Okay. I'm going to start. Our learning outcomes for today are going to be, we're going to understand how emotional factors influence language acquisition. We're going to apply trauma-informed strategies to create inclusive classrooms. And we're going to use practical techniques to reduce students' anxiety and increase participation. And we're going to design low-risk activities that support communication and confidence. I'm going to start with a small activity, which is going to be share your opinion throughout this link that I'm going to send on the messages. What makes students afraid to speak? I'm going to copy this and come to you. Can you all hear me?
Please write, the audience, the participants, please write yes if you are following up in the chat box.
Here's the Padlet. Please click on the Padlet link so that it can take you to my question. What makes students afraid to speak? I'm going to give you 3 minutes for this activity. What makes students afraid to speak? Well, because we don't have a lot of participants, you can raise your hand and talk if you want. What makes students?
Layan, I guess she is available. She can answer.
What makes students afraid to speak? You can remember yourself when you were a child at school before. What made you afraid to speak? Yes, Aya.
Hello.
Hi, Aya.
Maybe the fear of answering wrong.
Hmm. Maybe the fear of answering, yes, giving a wrong answer. Yes, what else? Anyone else? Second, let me check. What makes students afraid to speak? Could it be judgment? Could it be fear of being excluded? Could it be
Maybe
fear
bullying.
being bullied, of making mistakes? Okay, let's continue. So in this presentation, I wanted to tackle. Okay, can see my screen? In this presentation, I wanted to tackle Krashen's theory of second language acquisition. You know that we are teaching English as a second language, and Stephen Krashen had that theory of second language acquisition that consists of five main hypotheses, which is acquisition learning, monitor, natural order, input, and effective filter. These emphasize that language is subconsciously acquired through meaningful, comprehensible input rather than consciously learned, and that low anxiety facilitates this process. That's why I wanted to talk about emotional inclusion. I'm going to give you some numbers. 70% of students report anxiety affects their language learning. 50% of language learners feel unmotivated due to emotional challenges, and 80% of educators believe emotional safety enhances classroom engagement. Now I'm going to thumb down the effective filter hypothesis. Why the effective filter hypothesis? It explains that emotions play a crucial role in language learning. According to this theory, learners acquire language most effectively when they feel relaxed, confident, and motivated. However, when students experience anxiety, embarrassment, or fear, an emotional filter is raised, blocking their ability to absorb and process language input. So, emotions are not separate from learning, they control access to it. Now, I want you to do something creative. We're going to generate an image of the wrong teacher who doesn't use emotional inclusion in his or in her classes. You're going to use Copilot, ChatGPT, or even Leonardo AI, which are these are three tools that you can use. And you can use the prompt that I have in front of you on the screen or a prompt of your own. I want you to write a prompt which is a classroom with a strict, intimidating English teacher correcting students harshly when they speak, students looking anxious, silent, avoiding eye contact, tense atmosphere, realistic style. I'm going to give you 5 minutes for this activity. Let's start now. And it's nice that you don't have much people. We can talk about and discuss the pictures. Okay, are you generating the pictures, Nadine and Ahmed? And everyone else. Who else do I have? I have a lot. Okay, are you generating the pictures? If yes, please write in the messages that you are. I can't hear you, Firas. Please write yes if you are generating the picture. Let's do something fun. Okay. Thank you, Nadine. Thank you, Rawan. Okay. So you have the prompt, or you can do your own prompt. Okay. I'm going to give you extra 3 minutes, and then we're going to put the pictures on Padlet. I'm going to send you the link so that you can upload your picture on Padlet. If you're doing it on your phone and you want to just scan the QR code, you can. And if you want me to give you the link, I'm going to do that. I'm going to send it in the messages for everyone. Okay. Mhm. So after you generate the picture, please press on the plus button on the time to be creative, the link that I gave you, and stick your picture there so that we can look at it all together. Tamam? Okay. I see people now typing. Thank you. Here is the prompt again. Thank you, Rowan. Just press on the plus button so that you can paste your picture. Anyone else? Yalla, play it out. Let's have fun. We do this a lot on social media. We're always making these pictures and
Actually,
posting
it is
them.
interesting. Yes, Dima, they
Yeah,
can.
and
Right.
posting them on social media.
Show up, please, participants.
Someone is typing. Okay. I'm gonna stop sharing and share with you my Padlet, my whole screen. You can see my entire screen now. Okay. You can see it on. She had a picture where the students are they're not comfortable. They don't feel comfortable at all. They have these they're not happy about it. Okay, thank you, Lean, for your participation. Thank you, Afa. Oh, thank you, Afa, for that. Thanks a lot. Okay, let's continue. So, what I'm implying right here is that emotions are very important in our classes, and they do hinder the language acquisition, or they hence acquire knowledge more naturally. Now, just give me a second. Okay. What can I do in class to help apply this effective filter hypothesis. Now, I can do breathing exercises for calmness. I can do mindfulness activities for focus, and I can implement structured routines for stability. Now, the best breathing exercise that is very easy for everyone to implement is the one where you ask students to smell a flower and just blow out a candle. You can do this when you feel your classroom is too energized. You can do this to help your students calm down. Mindfulness has to do with being able to see and understand everything around you. How you just ask the students, what do you smell? What do you hear? What can you see? I can send you stuff so that it can help you with mindfulness and you can search about it. It's going to be helpful for you as well as teachers. It helps reduce all the anxiety for us as well. Creating safe and inclusive learning environments. Now, we need to establish a framework for emotional safety for our students to enhance their engagement and learning outcomes. One of the best things that you can do for your students is the rule of no judgment. We're not here to judge each other. We need to set clear expectations that promote respect and safety in the classroom. We need to encourage open communication to create pathways for students to express their feelings and their thoughts without judgments. And we need to foster a sense of belonging. We implement strategies that recognize and celebrate diversity, ensuring all students feel valued. Fostering a supportive environment enhances participation and learning outcomes for Arabic or other language speaking students. First of all, I need to identify what are the barriers. I need to recognize cultural and linguistic challenges that may hinder students' willingness to engage. Are they shy? Are they afraid of bullying? We need to be inspectors to see what's happening around us in the class. We need to implement supportive feedback. But by that, I don't need to be like, some teachers, they give this dreamy, overreacting feedback where you're excellent, you're amazing. When you give feedback, just point at the work itself. You need to provide constructive and positive feedback to boost self-esteem and encourage further participation. And we need to celebrate small successes. We need to acknowledge small successes, acknowledge achievements, no matter how minor, to build confidence and encourage continued effort. Now, let's pick any object around you. It could be a book, a phone, a notebook, or even your hand. Okay, we're going to do this together. Let me see you guys. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is this object, let's say, this object represents the barrier the students feel when they are afraid to speak. Okay? Now, if we hold this object between our faces and the screen, and now imagine trying to communicate through this barrier. Can you connect clearly? Would you want to speak more? This is a question for you guys to ask yourselves. Okay? Now slowly lower the object. This is what happens when students feel safe. Now, I want you to think, in my classroom, the barrier goes up when I want you to write in the chat, okay? Write in the chat, in my classroom, the barrier goes up when the barrier goes down when I. Okay? I can't see where my Zoom meeting is. I found it.
I can help you in reading their answers.
Yes, please.
I'm still waiting for their answer, so please, participant, If you can drop your answers for the, yeah, one answer say when they feel safe, it goes down. So in my classroom, the barrier goes up when when it goes, when I feel safe
Hmm.
or
Or
include.
included. Yes,
Okay,
correct.
the barrier goes down when I
Go when I feel angry,
angry.
uncomfortable.
Mm,
Oh, nice.
good.
Oh, thank you, Ahmed. Yes, when I shout and smile. True. Anyone else? Okay.
Assalamu alaikum.
When they are seen. Alaikum salam.
Okay.
Yes,
I
Mr.
think
Ahmed.
the most important thing is to have self-confidence.
Yes,
Self-confidence.
When I
yes.
have
Uh,
self-confidence.
uh, in the past, in Egypt, we have the students study English from grade one in the middle school, in the preparatory
Hmm.
school. So they started a few months ago. We were students in the Faculty of Education, and we have an American supervisor. He encourages students and give them confidence to speak, to talk. They speak freely without any fear, and they communicate with him every week when we visit him. We were visiting him every Tuesday, and they were very happy and they speak because language is communication.
Mm.
Don't focus on mistakes. Language is
Yeah.
communication. If he, if the student speaks, it's okay.
Yes, good. Thank you, Mr. Ahmed. Also,
Thanks a lot,
someone,
Mr. Ahmed.
Wafa,
Thank you.
also Dima Wafa says, when I give them the chance to take part in
In
preparing.
preparing. That's awesome. I know that you're doing that, you're implementing that. I just want you to be aware of it. When you're aware of things, you monitor yourselves more, you monitor your students more. Okay, now, every time your students stay silent, imagine this barrier coming up and blocking the way between their learning. It's not you, it's the learning. It's the acquire of language. Here the question is not why aren't my students speaking? The question that you need to ask yourself, what is standing between them and their voices? What is standing between them and their acquire of knowledge? Teachers are either unlocking voices or reinforcing silence in their classes. I have extra 6 minutes that I want to do something with you. This is the last activity that I have, and this is the wrap up. It is a Miro activity. I'm going to give you the link on the messages, okay? And I would love for you to
Yeah, you
participate
still
with
have
me.
6 minutes.
Yes,
Okay, which is, I think, good enough
yeah,
to do this
for
activity.
the Miro. This is a very awesome tool that you can use in your classrooms as well. Click on the link. You will see that there is some sticky notes. You need to take the sticky notes and put them in their correct places. Let me show you. I'm going to stop sharing and share with you my Miro. Okay. Just a second. I'm going to open my whole screen. Okay. You can see that this is the Miro. Here are the sticky notes. What you're going to do is you're going to take a sticky note and put it like this. You can change the color, whatever you want. What are the classroom priorities? What are the priorities of your classroom? Let's say I want my students to be safe, okay? Feeling safe, okay? What is the role of the learner? What is the role of the teacher? What classroom activities that foster emotional inclusion? You can give examples of supporting learning environment, okay? But if I to help you, you can take the sticky note, look like that. If you're using your phones, you can leave a comment and I can read it. Okay, I can see Wafa moving around. Okay, thank you, Wafa. Yes. What is the role of the teacher? You can write on it. Okay, here I have. Students always come first. Thank you. Thank you. Guiding. Yes, excellent. Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna read what you're gonna put. Okay, participate. This is for the role of the, okay. Students always come first. Uh, I'm against that. We both come first, educators and students. We're not here to play the role of superman and superwomen. No, both both inclusions are very important. When we feel safe as well, when we feel comfortable, we can give more. Okay, facilitator, yes. Okay. Mhm. Guiding, yes. Students participate.
Actually, I like their engagement. I actually
Yeah,
appreciate this engagement, Dima. The
yeah.
participants engage.
Feeling valuable, feeling safe. That's awesome. Keeping them motivated. Wonderful. Wonderful. Push and support. Yes. This is what I want to tell you at the end. When students get older, remember only, they don't remember what you teach them. They remember this interaction between us educations and themselves. When we help them feel more comfortable in their classes, safer, they can acquire language better and they can live healthy, a more healthy life. Okay, and this is exactly what I do in my classes and what I want other educators to implement. Um, I want to show you something. I have 2 minutes. Okay, thank you very much for your engagement. I prepared something for you, which is a mind map. I'm crazy about mind maps. You can see my screen. So the role of the teacher is a facilitator of comprehension. You provide rich input. We're supporters of emotional safety. We design meaningful interaction. Learners, they're actively meaning makers. They participate in communication. They receive our input, and they become developers of accuracy. What is the classroom priority? Fluency before full accuracy. We don't want them to stop every now and then waiting and looking at themselves, judging themselves if they're doing correct or not. We want them to be fluent. Communication before rule mastery, understanding before force production, and developmentally appropriate expectations.
You have 1 minute, Ms. Dima.
I
So
know.
it's the time.
Thank you very much.
Actually, we are enjoying much, but
Thank you very
time
much.
management is.
I'm going to stop here for any questions that you
So,
want to ask
so
me.
yeah, so please let me say thank you, Ms. Dima, for such an insightful and engaging session. Your perspectives on emotional education have given us much to reflect on as we continue working toward more inclusive and effective English language teaching practices. We will now move to the Q&A segment. I would like to invite participants to continue asking or posting their questions in the chat box, and we'll address some of these questions. So please, you have 2 minutes. If you have any question, and Ms. Dima will select two questions actually. Ms.
Yeah.
Dima will briefly answer these two questions. So you are most welcome to ask any question, please.
If
In
you
the
want
chat
to ask me
box.
anything, I would love to answer that. Before anyone, while they write their questions, I want to tell you that I tried implementing art therapy in my classes, breathing techniques. I tried implementing psychodrama in my classes. They were very effective for my students, and they helped them leave my classroom free of anxiety, to be honest. And they were, it was easy for them just to take all of this weight out of from their shoulders and into a
Yeah.
safe
This
place.
is emotional. This is what emotional means, actually,
Yeah.
Dima. Yes. Akram says, thanks. I was lucky to choose this session, and we are lucky to have you in this session. Wafa, thank you. No
Thank you,
questions?
guys.
No
Thank you all.
comments? No questions?
Please, I have a question.
Yes, Ahmed, please, Mr. Ahmed.
Uh, does the teacher interrupt the student if he makes a mistake, or leave him talk until he finishes?
I let
Interruption.
them talk until they finish. Because sometimes when they
Okay.
make a mistake, sometimes they find that it is a mistake and they help themselves, overcome that. So I let them
Oh,
finish until they finish entirely. And I'm not harsh in saying that this is wrong or this is right. Sometimes it's nice to tell them this could be a correct answer to another question. But let me give you one, two, three, four, five.
okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ahmed, for this engagement. Akram
Thank you
asked
very
if we
much.
can have a copy of this mind map
For
in the
sure, they
chat
have my
box.
mind map. You have the link. You have the link for all of my work. Just keep it on your phones
Yeah,
and you can visit it whenever you want.
thank you.
Okay, I'm not going to close it.
Thank you
And
for this generosity, Dima. Really
you're
generous.
welcome. Yeah. So whenever you want to use it, it's okay with me.
So thank you all. Thank you for your engagement, active engagement. So thank you, Ms. Dima, so much for this interesting, enjoyable, and beneficial, really, session. I would like to thank our audience for your active participation and thoughtful engagement throughout the session. We hope today's discussion inspires new ideas, meaningful conversation, and continued collaboration among educators and professionals in our field. On behalf of the Queen Rania Teacher Academy and Georgia State University, thank you for being part of the fourth annual English Language Conference 2026. We look forward to seeing you in the next session, and we wish you a productive and inspiring conference experience. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Goodbye.
you all.
Thank
Bye.
you all. Thank you, Ms. Dima. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Should I leave? Oh,